Hey guys, this is Ken from JazTime.com, and today we'll be doing a comparison between the Rolex GMT-Master II here on my left, reference number 116710, BLNR, versus the Rolex Yacht-Master II here on my right, reference number 116680. We'll be going over the price, the dial, bezel, case, crown, bracelet, clasp, and we'll talk about the movement towards the end of the video. Okay, so as of January 2018, you can get the Rolex GMT-Master II from an authorized Rolex retailer for $8,950 plus tax, or you can get the Rolex Yacht-Master II for $18,750 plus tax. Of course, here at JazTime.com, we always strive to have the lowest prices anywhere online, so give our website a thorough look through before you move forward with your purchase. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into the dials now. So the GMT-Master II follows suit with typical Rolex sports pieces, where it has the maxi dial located at such things as a Submariner, Deep Sea, or Sea Dweller. We have the circular hour markers with the index markers at the 6 and 9 o'clock position. With the 12 o'clock position, have a triangular hour marker. For the Yacht-Master II, I do want to mention that this is an older style of the Yacht-Master II. The newer style Yacht-Master II will have the same hands as the GMT-Master II, so the Mercedes hands with the long minute hand as well. So this is the oldest style Yacht-Master II. This one has the blue sword steel hands, which is a blue steel hand with index index tip on the minute and the hour hand. The hour markers are square hour markers with that blue steel fashioning around that hour markers to prevent any tarnishing. However, both hour markers are using the same luminosity, which is a highly legible chroma light display with long-lasting blue luminescence that glows for up to 8 hours. So nice visibility at night as well as during the day. One thing to mention is that the blue sword steel hand has a skeletonization on the minute hand portion to not block out the programmable 1 to 10 minute countdown timer, and that's shown by the 1 to 10. For the specific functions of that programmable countdown timer, we do have a separate standalone video for the Yacht-Master II for that, so take a look at our YouTube channel on how to use that. Specifically, besides that, the GMT-Master II has a date 1 out the 3 o'clock position with a Cyclops lens on top of that sapphire crystal. You can see a little protrusion there, and that magnifies the date for easier viewing of it. The Yacht-Master II does not have a main seconds hand. There's a second sub dial located at 6 o'clock position. As you can see, the smaller black seconds hand rotating around there. Instead, we have the main hand is a sort of chronograph hand where it tracks that stopwatch feature. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the bezels now. So for the bezels of the watches, this is where the GMT-Master II actually gets its nickname. It's called the Batman, and that's because of the two-tone bezel, which is the half black, half blue, having a nice contrast of each other. It is a bidirectional rotatable 24-hour graduated bezel. That bidirectional being that it can move in both ways, as shown, and that's to help with the assistance of tracking an additional time zone. Specifically for the GMT, you can track up to 3 different time zones using the home time, the GMT hand, and also the bezel as well. For the Yacht-Master II, the bezel is a bidirectional rotatable ring command bezel with blue Cerakote, which is Rolex fancy way of saying that it is a blue ceramic bezel engraved with numerals and the Yacht-Master II name at the 6 o'clock position. The ring command bezel allows for an additional functions on programming of the watch. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the case size now. So for the case size, we're looking at a 40mm case size for the GMT-Master II. So from index finger to my thumb here, 40mm in diameter. Whereas the Yacht-Master II, we're looking at 44mm in diameter. So from index finger to my thumb here, 44mm in diameter. The profile of the watch, or the height of the watch, we're going to be looking at a much larger case size on the Yacht-Master II. Of course, it being 44 millimeters already large, but because of that programmable countdown timer, the second sub dial, and that stopwatch feature, we're going to be looking at a much larger case size to house all those complications on the movement, whereas the GMT-Master II only has the additional complication of the date and the additional GMT hand, which is the additional hour hand. Okay. For the crowns of the watch. So for the crown of the watch, we have the GMT-Master II crown. It's a triple waterproofness system that gives the watch a water resistance of 100 meters to 330 feet. Same for the Yacht-Master II as well, that same water resistance. Both protected by crown guard protectors, as you can see from the case. That has that little edge that blocks the crown from being damaged. Same for the crown on the Yacht-Master II. However, we do have the chronograph pushers at the 2 o'clock and the 4 o'clock position. So let me actually go ahead and show you the functions of the GMT-Master II's crown first. So you can unwind the crown counterclockwise as shown. In the standard position, this is in the position where you can wind the watch from a dead stop. 15 to 20 winds is all you need to get the watch started once more. A quick tugging of the crown will allow you to activate the quick hour jump system. As you can see, the hour hand jumps very quickly, very easily. 2 revolutions of the hour hand will change the date as shown. The specific function of the quick hour jump system is to allow the user to switch time zones very quickly, very easily. So for the example, I'll just go ahead and show you. This is my favorite example of using London to the Philippines time, which is 7 hours ahead. So from London to Philippines, 7 hours ahead. We'll go ahead and use the time of 12:10. So I have the crown pulled out to the final position where you can adjust the hands as so. That also will stop the second hand for precise time setting, so you can set your timing down to exact seconds from an atomic clock online. So we're going to go ahead and use the London time as the home time, so we'll go ahead and use that 12:10. As you can see, the GMT hand is already sitting at the 12, the minute hand sitting at the 10 o'clock 10. And it's just simply shuffling back to the quick hour jump, and all we got to do is go 7 hours ahead, which is 7:10, and there we are. Now we have tracking of 2 time zones. We have the London time at the 12:10. We have the Philippine time, that is where you're currently at, would be 7:10. And for the third time zone, you could just shift the bezel to whichever third time zone you would prefer. So GMT allows you, if you're always traveling, you're always having to keep track of different time zones. Very simple, easy function to use with the GMT-Master II. Always make sure to screw the crown nice and tight in against the case, as you want to keep the the water resistance as mentioned, and also protect the crown. For the Yacht-Master II, we have the stopwatch feature with the 2 o'clock chronograph pressure. As you can see, starts that stopwatch feature, and the 4 o'clock position actually will set it back. Is also known as the flyback feature, as for regular chronograph watches, you cannot reset that starting second hand without stopping it and then resetting it. However, for the Yacht-Master, it will allow you to reset on the fly as shown. Okay, of course, when pressing that reset, it will also reset the programmable minute timer. So as you can see, is at the 2 o'clock position as I was running that second hand. Also that minute hand, additional minute hand for the programmable timer will also reset as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you the crown function. The crown function is very simple. Once again, screw down triple waterproofness system. Unscrews to the standard position in which you can wind the watch. Tugging the crown allows you to adjust the time as shown, and of course we'll stop the second hand at the second sub dial for precise time setting. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to comparing the bracelets of the watches now. So for the bracelets of the watches, pretty much the same style bracelet, which is an oyster bracelet with the nice high polish down the center of the 3-piece links, nice satin finish on the outer edges of the 3-piece links, to add a nice contrast and bring out more of the shine of the high polish. Both watches are sort of a hybrid between that sports watch and a dress watch, as most sports pieces don't have a high polish down the center, but sports pieces do have the safety folding oyster clasps, which these watches have. The safety being this little hinge that sits on top of that folding oyster. Once again, safety off, and then the folding oyster opens up as so. And there we are, nice high polished Rolex clasp blades with the Rolex name embossed onto the clasp blade itself there. Okay, closing that up, safety on. Closing this up, safety on. Moving on to the bottom portion of the bracelet, we still see it follows suit with the same pattern, nice high polish down the center and the contrasting satin finish. So let's go ahead and talk about the movements of these watches now. So the movement of the GMT-Master II is a GMT movement in-house made by Rolex. It's a 3186 movement. It's a perpetual mechanical self-winding movement that has in Swiss certification of the -2 + 2 seconds a day. Has the functions of the center, hour, minute, and seconds hand with the extra GMT hand and the stopping of the seconds hand for precise time setting. The oscillator of this watch is a paramagnetic blue Pericom hairspring, which lets the watch have additional resistance against magnetism to keep it in that Swiss certification. The power reserve of this watch is 48 hours, meaning you can put this watch down on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Sunday afternoon, and it'll be keeping time just fine. The Yacht-Master II uses a 41861 movement, which is of course in-house made by Rolex as well. As a perpetual mechanical self-winding movement with the Regatta Chronograph feature, as I've shown you with the chronograph pushers, and has a programmable minute countdown as well. The precision of the watch, you're still looking at it within Swiss specs, which is the -2 + 2 seconds a day, as it does have the same oscillator as well, which is that paramagnetic blue Pericom hairspring. The power reserve of this watch, however, we're looking at a 72-hour power reserve, meaning you can put this watch down on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Monday afternoon, and it'll be keeping time just fine. So let me actually go ahead and show you these watches on my wrist now, starting with the GMT-Master II. Once again, activating that safety folding oyster, just go ahead and open up that safety lock, the folding oyster, close up that folding oyster, safety down, beautiful high polish on the bracelet, and that nickname, the Batman, absolutely gorgeous because of that contrasting blue and black, adding a uniqueness to the dial, as you can't find this dial style, the dial colors in any other watch except the GMT-Master II. So you can only get that two-tone blue and black on the GMT-Master II. So it's a very unique, very beautiful dial. For the Yacht-Master II, once again, same thing, safety folding. Folding open, close that off, and there we are. There is the Yacht-Master II. So I know, so this is the older style. I do like both styles respectively the same. The blue sword steel hands, absolutely gorgeous on that dial. The newer style of the Yacht-Master II does have the Mercedes hand, as found on the GMT-Master II. With the same Mercedes hand will be on this watch in the newer style from 2018 forward. Okay. All right, that Sericone blue bezel, looking absolutely gorgeous. Same thing with the high polish on the bracelet, gorgeous as well. So if you're interested in any of these watches for the lowest possible price, check out our website at JazTime.com. We have the lowest prices guaranteed. We offer a 1-year warranty. And if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at JazTime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.